What is up, and welcome to another episode of the Miseducation of Music. You are here with J-Treb, but today I got a special guest in the building with me, man. Correct me if I'm saying it wrong, because I've been practicing it all day, man. Kiraly Payne.
Yes, bro. Thank you.
Man, come on. Make sure you get the name right, man.
Definitely, bro.
I am a huge fan. I love to tell people first exposure, man. I caught on Tank on E.
Okay.
With you and the stars, like 2018, late 2018.
Yep.
One of my favorite tracks. It got me through that rest of that summer, bro.
Amazing,
it was such a good track.
Thank you,
so
bro.
that was my first exposure, man. So I'm just glad to have you on the show as a fan, man. Say what's up to the people.
Man, what's good, y'all? And I appreciate you, bro. Tank on E is like a real life classic. It's crazy.
Oh, that song is so good. It's, man, like if you don't know that song, pause the show right now,
No,
bro.
definitely.
That song is so good, man. And I mean, aside from that, you're a self-proclaimed Tekken champ.
I am. I'm like that, bro.
You've been out here making music. You said first track 7 years old.
Yep.
First beat at 10, man. So we got to dive in and we got to talk today. I want to start with just talking about the single, bro. You've been pushing this song, Freeze. I love it, bro. I've been telling all my homies about it. There's a challenge now, music video. What was the whole process with making that track?
Man, bro, it's actually crazy because so what really happened was I wrote that verse to a totally different beat like 4 years ago.
Okay.
So I really liked that song that I wrote it to initially, but it just, I don't know, it was too weird. It was too different.
It didn't all go together.
Yeah, I just didn't think people were gonna like it. So Emmy is my homie who produced it.
Okay.
He actually had the beat on SoundCloud. And like I listened to it and I'm like, bro, send me this. Like,
bro, I think I got a verse
right,
that
for real.
wasn't working on something.
For real. So I'm like, bro, send me this like ASAP. He sent it to me. I laid the verse down. And then I did the hook to Freeze. Like, bro, I did that shit.
Come on, man. We not homies.
Man, bro.
You went crazy
Thank
on
you,
that.
bro. Thank you. I like, that shit was almost like a freestyle. Like, at least the hook was.
That's what's up.
So I laid that down. So yeah, that was all like 2 years ago. But we sat on it because
2 years ago?
Yeah, but we sat on it.
Man, okay, we got to talk about vaults today
Man,
too.
yeah.
Man. You sat on that for 2 years?
Yeah, bro. We sat on that because we knew that song was special. So like I wanted to like wait till my audience was large enough.
Okay.
And like I have been making so many waves over the course of the like past 6-7 months.
During this, just the tail end of last year into this year, I've seen you grow on TikTok crazy.
Yeah.
I remember when you were pushing to get, I think it was like 6,000 or something. There was like a big push number you were going for, and I remember subscribing at that time. And then I was just like, bruh, ever since, was it like 33?
Yeah, I'm at like 31,000 right now.
Bruh, like it's going crazy. The social media pushes are working, man. That's why even when you dropped the challenge for Freeze, I was like, this is going to be awesome because you're a person who very, very much so does this thing I love that rappers do. You drop freestyles, TikToks, and just these rap videos online. I was talking with Kiko the other day, and I was like, these are almost like singles today. For me, I go back and I rewatch these. Like I listen to them like songs, man. I really enjoy when rappers do that, and you've been doing that for a while now, bro.
Yeah.
What got you into that? Because just rapping at that microphone with that camera,
Oh yeah.
that's a whole different, that's a different vibe.
Well, for the freestyles, really, it was just like I just had an epiphany at the end of 2020. Yeah, I had an epiphany at the end of 2020. It was like, yo, God came to me and was like, yo, you in a great position right now. You have a lot of people watching you. So many people wish that they had like the backing and the following that you do. You just need to flood and just
Use it for something right now.
Yeah. So I was like, you know what? At the end of after like the success of my Illinois freestyle, I don't know if you saw that.
Oh man, come on! You know I saw that one.
Yeah.
I saw that one before the episode. That's not even part of my research, bro. It was going around Twitter. It was going around Instagram. So many places.
Bro, that shit was
like
crazy.
it's almost impossible to not have seen that,
it's
bro.
It's still surfing, bro.
Dude,
like
you
Say
went
Cheese
crazy
just posted
on
it. Thank
that
you, bro.
joint.
Thank you.
Like, bro. So, like, was that a part of this inspiration to kind of be like, why? If you like me rapping online, I can rap online.
Exactly. So I dropped that, and I saw how that went crazy. Then I dropped a lot of music, and then I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna just start rapping over other niggas' beats. So that's what I did.
Hey man, I
kept
mean,
it simple.
Yeah,
you know,
I was about
like,
to say you did I believe it was a Say You Will.
Yeah, I did.
That's the one right there. Because man, I was trying to think of what that beat was. That drop is so good, but bro, like you went crazy on that.
Thank you, bro. Yeah.
It's like really like you do get to do that on social media. You get to just rap on somebody else's beat there.
Yeah, it's cool as hell.
Now we talking about the newer stuff right now, but I kind of want to start dipping into the past, man. So start making tracks at 7. Making beats at 10, bro. You knew you were gonna do this, so that's too obvious of a question, man. What was the setup in these days?
Man.
What were you recording? What were you writing to? What was this vibe?
So when I wrote my first verse, I was 7. But I mean, I didn't write it to anything. I didn't have a beat.
Of course. So, it was just, a little freestyle poem.
Just ironically, the song was called Rolling or Riding, one of the two. And I couldn't even drive. That's what's funny about it. But yeah, so that happened. And then I started taking it serious when I was in like 7th grade. I had a Rock Band mic. And I discovered that you could actually use a Rock Band mic to record.
Play it straight into the computer.
Yeah, so I was like, oh shit. You feel me? Like I started
the software, bro.
Yeah, I got Audacity. I got Audacity for the free, and I started recording all my vocals with the Rock Band mic into Audacity. So yeah, that was.
So we got a
cool.
Rock Band mic. We in 7th grade taking it seriously. What were some of these beats we were downloading offline?
I was getting like Johnny Giuliano beats.
Okay, man.
Yeah, like off SoundClick, and then I was using mine too. Yeah. I was using Johnny Giuliano beats, Vibe. And then I was using my own because I started making beats in 7th grade. Cause
what was the softwares at that time? What
FL.
What year is that for you?
I'm still using FL.
No, I'm saying like
so that was like 2009,
so like
2009.
Okay. Oh, damn, we're the same age, bro. Yeah. So about 2009, 2010. I'm 24.
Okay, I'm 25.
Yeah.
So
like G, that's crazy. So 09, that's FL like just finally getting decent drums too.
Yeah.
That's not the party like a rock star FL. That's the like instruments started coming out. How were the first beats? Were they good, bad?
No, they were ass, bro. It's crazy as hell.
I love when people can say that. Some people like to say, "Hey, bro, they wasn't amazing, but they wasn't terrible."
I mean, they weren't like. I guess my dad. I guess he knew that I was gonna be decent, but like at the time, he heard the potential. But like my homies was frying me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like I started tearing up for real. Like I tried to play it off.
Really going on me right now?
No, because they told me, my homies told me straight up, like, yeah, bro, like, nah, this weak as hell. Like, and I was in 7th grade. I remember we was outside. I was playing it on my front porch, and I just started walking, and I was tearing up for real, bro. I was sad as hell because I thought it was hot. You feel me?
I mean, you created it. That's the dope thing about the entire creative process, and I think that's almost the part that stops a lot of people. Mm-hmm. It's that like I'm gonna give so much of myself to this, I'm gonna like it no matter what happens. Yep. And now I got to deal with the fact that you might not like it with the same love I got because I put all this time in. And I mean, the early age you got that, and you didn't stop pursuing it. So you're saying it's like serious in the 7th grade time. Is this like I'm trying to get a deal serious, or is this like okay? So you really trying to do something? Where were you dropping music at the time?
MySpace.
I
was flooding MySpace, bro.
Oh,
like
man.
It was to the point I would finish a song and I would put it on MySpace instantly, bro.
It was like, bro, this is the final. Here we
it
go.
wasn't no vault at the time. I would finish a song, I would record it, do whatever, and just drop it.
Okay, like, so MySpace and that's actually a great platform to be dropping music at that time.
MySpace is the shit,
bro.
Man.
People got signed off MySpace. I think people forget that because so many social medias have taken over since. But like groups like Panic at the Disco, all of that is because of MySpace. Like the whole Fueled by Ramen label in the indie community, like Paramore and them. Like people were really getting signed over there.
Bro, Drake, it's funny.
Man, yeah, I was about to say, there's even more people.
Yeah,
on
Trey
this
Songz,
list.
all of them. Because I like, I study the game. So like I study the interviews of like Drake and Kendrick and Cole before they were like where they are right now.
Yeah, it's like, what was you talking about on the early interviews, bro?
So I was watching Drake's interview and he was talking about how he got on MySpace and MySpace was just like the ticket for him. And he said he met Trey Songz on there and he was just talking about how all of them came up off MySpace. And ironically, I feel like today, right now, is Twitter.
I can
for
see
us,
that.
Definitely,
I mean, like, acts like Chica.
Yeah.
Like, Chica, she was a dope Twitter rapper, bro. And then when she finally dropped her project, I was like, oh, this is why we need to back people who can rap online. Like, bro,
Twitter
she really
is the
can.
New, the new thing, bro. Like you saw how Chris Patrick came up.
Oh man,
yeah, it's crazy as
Chris
hell.
Patrick is going insane.
Yeah, like it's crazy.
All of them, man.
Yeah,
Twitter really can't be that catalyst, and I see how MySpace was in that time. So you're dropping on MySpace at that time. Are you getting like any feedback or anything?
Yeah, of course I got feedback. Some people thought I was ass. Some people was rocking with me. Maybe the people that was rocking with me was just being nice, but
hey man, if they took their time to throw out a nice comment, that's worth it right there.
Right.
So after the MySpace era, I'm assuming you transitioned over to the SoundCloud time.
Yes.
Probably early SoundCloud at that time. Yeah. Now, what were the original rap names? What were the aliases you were going under?
Bro, I've been rapping for so long. So I was T-Pain before T-Pain.
Okay.
Like when I was in first grade, I was T-Pain, and then T-Pain came out, and I was like, damn, I gotta change my name.
It's like I can't use that one no more. Yeah, here you bit that one.
So then I was Young Pain, and then I was Kid Pain up until I was 16. But then I was like, I don't want to be Kid. That's dry as hell. It's not creative. I want to do something that's creative and has like longevity and means something. So I literally typed in King on Google Translator 100 times. I came across Kiraly in Hungarian, and I was like, yo, that's cool as hell.
So Hungarian-based rap name came straight. That's what's up, man. That's so creative in and of itself just for choosing the current name, man. Yeah. So you created through all these different names and all these different things. How has the sound changed? Like, how do you feel like the influences of the time have kind of, taken a hold of that? Like, you've been creating longer than a lot of people in the game. You've been creating longer than definitely I've been even thinking about, pursuing creativity. So, like, with that, I guess I'm asking, like, how is it all affecting you as you get older, being a creative?
Really, I've just had so many different types of inspiration that have helped me get to this point. And like, I would say the biggest thing is just the amount of experience that I've got. I'm kind of glad that it didn't come overnight because I know like I'm polished now. You know what I'm saying? So when they pick me up, like, I'm coming with it. You feel me? Because they're not gonna. It's not like I'm gonna be even though I'm gonna continue to develop, but I'm already.
You've refined the core skill of what you need.
Exactly. I'm very highly developed because I've been doing it for so long. I've been through so many different phases, trying to figure out exactly who I was as an artist. So. Yeah, I just think the longevity that I have will definitely be a plus. And like, honestly, I feel like I'm one of the best performers, like, period.
That's what's up, man. Hey, I think everybody should feel that way.
Yeah.
If you're going to go out there and perform.
Bro, yeah. Like, I feel like I'm one of the best performers. And that comes from all the experience. Like, bro, my first show was in front of D-Wade, Gabrielle Union.
Okay, we need more context,
Roxy from 106 in Park.
What? Okay, yeah. Paint the picture. What happened?
I was 13, 14. D-Wade talent show. It's like 400-500 kids.
I don't even think I ever heard of D-Wade talent show.
Yeah, I don't think it's a thing no more. It's at Chicago Theater.
That's so cool.
My first show was at Chicago Theater, like in front of all of them. So basically, it was like 400 kids. I made it to the finals, like top 10 out of like 400. So. Yeah, I got to meet D-Wade, Roxy, Gabrielle Union. It was crazy, bro. Imagine that being so.
So what were you performing at the time?
Man, it was a song called "I'm So Sick," and I was good. Like I was good. I was good. I had a lot of bars at the time. Like that was when Wayne was hot. So
I was really. We don't even stop. We could blow through choruses during Wayne time.
And bro, I didn't. It was like 64 bars.
Whew.
Yeah, the song
you hit him with that just straight. I'm just gonna bar you down.
Straight bars, bro. So I came with that, and yeah, I made it all the way to the end. I didn't win, but the people who won, it was like a whole dance group. How am I supposed to be?
Oh yeah,
it was like 10. So I was just happy I made it as far as I did, and then I've had so many shows.
I was about to say, with that being the start, it's kind of like, what's gonna stop you from there? It's like my next show is like, the last time I performed, D-Wade and Gabrielle was in the building.
You can imagine, bro. I'm a kid. My heart was literally beating out my chest. I was about to have a heart attack.
That's really like, bro, you got the nerves out the way straight out, like straight off jump. Like you don't get the chance. You don't get the chance.
It's crazy. Like I still don't even really process. Like I don't really think about it. Yeah, we having this conversation. I'm like, damn.
Because I mean, like, G, like that being your first show says like how you're gonna put your mental on everything else, and I mean, and that's I guess what I was even saying in my question about how all of this affects you. Being a creative from that young of an age, getting your first exposure to your beats, your homies, hitting you with that this ain't it, but you got the grind to make it better, But first show, you placing behind a dance group, you meeting D-Wade. These things are also formative, and I think they really get you to like your creative space of where you are today. So, I mean, next question going into this is, what's the creative process of today? So, in the past, it was the beats, the music. I'm assuming you still do a lot of your own production today. I do see your name around a lot on these beats. I mean, even on the July 28th?
July 8th.
July 8th,
Close,
part 2.
Close enough, yeah.
It was July 8th, part 2. I'm putting 2s in different places. But yeah, man, like even that, you said you produced that beat to sell.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
okay, you peeped that, yeah.
Yeah, you produced that one to sell under alias, and I do want to know your alias, by the way, too, man. I don't know if you want to share it on the show.
I'll share it. I don't care, bro. That's all good.
Because I did want to know what you produce under, because that's really dope. But so what's the creativity of today? Like how are you currently being affected by it?
Man, it's just I don't really have one type of way of going about things.
It's not like a mode you turn on and go, this is my creativity right here.
Yeah, it's just very it kind of fluctuates. I'm trying to get it to the point where it's more consistent. Mm-hmm. Like right now it's kind of just based off of just initial influence.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
So like if you hear a good song, you like, I gotta make a beat or I gotta write a verse or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. I just might be really inspired. Like I'm just trying to find a way to just generate that that inspiration like from within, so I can do it more consistently. Because outside inspiration is limited. You know,
it is. I mean, it's only limited to as much as you're willing to intake.
Exactly.
But when you're intaking, you got to be mindful of everything you're intaking, because now it's gonna influence it too much.
That's why I'm very cognizant over what I listen to, and I really try not to listen to things that don't inspire me or things that I don't feel like I can get better from. Which I do listen to certain things that I can't.
Of course, we can't avoid everything.
Yeah, but I try to listen to things that I feel like are gonna have like a positive effect on my mental, because all that stuff is very important. So I do go about that, and I like to watch interviews. Mm-hmm. Like I love Russ.
I'm an interview junkie. If you can't tell by me having this podcast.
Have you ever watched Russ's interviews?
Oh, love them.
Best interviews.
Russ can talk, man. That's my thing. Like you can say whatever you want. Listen to the game, man, he gives,
bro. Russ is Russ. Literally, I can genuinely say he changed my life, bro. Like not even really as an artist. Like I like him as an artist, but like just him as a person, the way he speak, he really changed my life, because he was the original person that put me on the self-help books. Okay. Now I love self-help books.
Oh, man.
That's all I talk about. Like on TikTok.
Because it's like, look, if I could find some information that I could use for me, I'm not going to take everything in here. But if I find a couple things, bro, that's for me, this could change my whole view on life.
It's crazy.
And that's all that really matters is my view on it.
Exactly. Exactly, bro. It changed everything. Like it was his Montreality interview when he was talking about, like when he read Think and Grow Rich, and he was talking about, this was the first time that I ever heard the idea that our thoughts actually exist. You know what I'm saying? Like our thoughts
that's
are
not deep. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like our thoughts are actually things. I was like, what?
It's like everything that exists was just a thought.
Yeah. And I was like, wow, I just never really thought of that concept.
Hearing that breakdown is kind of like jolting, because I mean, even just like putting it together makes me go like, damn. Like,
yeah, you know, it's really crazy. And he recommended 7 Spiritual Laws of Success, and that was my introduction into spirituality.
Interesting.
That was my introduction, and like without that, I would not be who I am. You know, because spirituality and just is such a major part of my life, obviously with my TikTok and everything, you know.
Definitely, man, because I was about to say that is the majority of the TikTok. I don't know if you wanted to dive into that, but you do give these like very like wisdom-filled, I don't even know what I want to call it, like wisdom, but I mean, I guess that's the best way to put it, would be like a wisdom-filled like just message, where it's just like change your way of thinking on something, where it's just like, hey, did you think about it this way? Things of that nature. And I guess this is where it all comes from, because that would be my question about it, like what kind of made that arise, but I guess it's these books. That's
where it came from. You know, originally it came from 7 Spiritual Laws of Success, but after reading 7 Spiritual Laws of Success, like after implementing it into my life, you realize that you start to go back into like old ways of programming very fast, because you get caught up in the matrix so easily.
I mean, yeah, we're creatures of comfort at the end of the day. It's like, yo, what's going to make me more comfortable? Just continuing to do what I've been doing for years, or stepping outside of my zone?
Exactly. So I ended up revisiting that book over and over again. And then from there, I had always wanted to get consistent with meditation, but I finally was able to get consistent during quarantine, when quarantine first started 2 years ago. That was one of the biggest blessings of my life.
That's what's up.
Yeah, ironically.
I love meditating. I got bad at it in the pandemic.
Oh yeah.
I got so bad at it because I didn't have any regiment or schedule anymore. So I'm a like morning meditate person where it's like I like to not talk and I like to just be observant of everything around me and everything that's happening. And it's like in that state, it's like the pandemic removed it for me almost.
Really? That's crazy.
I was just like, yo, what are moments? What does time matter? Like, time does not matter when I ain't got to go nowhere.
No, I feel
But it's
that.
so interesting to hear the other side of it now.
Me,
so,
I just ain't have shit to do. So I was like, you know
put
what?
it in perspective for you. That's what's up.
So meditation, I feel like just, it gets you like on a certain frequency, a certain vibration. And once you get on that frequency, you start to attract different types of knowledge and you start to just resonate more with different types of knowledge. And the knowledge actually finds you. So the more I started meditating, the more I just, one book came to me, another book came to me, another book came to me. And like,
I was like, let me just go ahead and use all this information.
You know,
let
I
me
just
not block these things.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
So that's kind of how it started. And then like, I knew when I first started meditating, because I'm telling you, once you silence that voice in your head.
Oh man, when you can get to nothing, it's such a pure bliss. It's
so many things that you like, damn. Yeah, that's just when you have your epiphanies. That's when like the universe, God speak to you, you know? And he spoke to me last year, 2020, told me like, all right, you're here to help raise consciousness. Like that's what you're part of your mission. Like you're talented as an artist, not for yourself. Like you're here to inspire people, help raise consciousness, show people that they can do what they want. So like after a year, I meditated again, and then I just had another epiphany. It was like, all right, make a TikTok right now. So I stopped meditating.
Do it.
I stopped meditating, made a TikTok. I blew up in like a week.
That's what's up, man. Hey, G, I'm glad to hear all these things working out. Now, you create so many different things. What are these approaches to these creations? So I'm like, obviously, the approach to the TikTok was, I'm just right out of meditation, I'm gonna make this TikTok. Now, how do you go about making them consistent? Like, what's the process now? Do you wait for something to come to you in that inspirational field, and then you go, oh, that's perfect for a TikTok? Or is this like I got a list of things and I just go ahead and throw them up?
I have a big ass list, bro. I can show you, like in my notes. You know, it just might be certain ideas that'll just pop up in my head, and I'll write it in my notes. Talk about this. I have to stop what I'm doing and make a TikTok then and there.
Now, man, diving into the creative process, I kind of want to know like what's the setup when it comes to recording. So you're about to record. Is the beat first? Is the lyrics first? What's the approach? You gotta burn some sage or something in the room.
Beats always first.
Okay.
First of all,
as a producer yourself, so even if like you're gonna go on your own beat, like you'll finish your whole beat first.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Oftentimes, like when I'm making a beat, I'll start thinking about exactly how I want to structure it. I spend more time structuring my beats than I take making the beat.
It's like I already know that I got the raps to fill the spots. Exactly. I just got to make the spots to get in there.
Yeah, exactly. Like, okay, this is where I want to do a hook at. This is where I want to do a bridge at. All that stuff is really important. Like you spoke on Tank on E, bro. I was sequencing that beat for like 3 weeks.
Oh damn, man!
Like, cause I would listen to it, come back, and I'm like, listen to it again, come back, and I'm like, oh, nah. But it worked perfectly. It worked beautifully. So yeah, especially on my beats, I really be taking my sweet ass time with sequencing. I'm trying to get faster at it actually, but
okay. Yeah. So we stepping up with this perfectly sequenced beat. Now, what's the vibe got to be for you to record? Is it studio, crib, quick with the iPhone just to get the idea out? Like
I record pretty much everything at the crib. Like I've actually been getting accustomed to recording in the studio recently. I've been recording with my boy Emmy. So he lets us use Higher Learning. It's a studio on the north side of Milwaukee. So we be in there. Oftentimes when I go in there though, I still be recording myself. So
it's like I'm gonna still work the console. I'm gonna still do all of this.
I'm just too used to it. Like I said, I came out. I came out the gate with a rock band mic. You feel me? So like I was doing it. I was doing it on my own, and I'm still. I like it like that.
So giving up that control is kind of just weird still, even in the like space now as an artist?
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna start doing it more though, because ironically I was talking to Ro and he was talking about how he had to start going and just no writing. I was like, that made me think, bro. Like I was like, let me come with a different approach. For real. I actually did record a song like a week ago. I kind of didn't write it, but I kind of like wrote it as I went, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So like it turned out really good too.
That's interesting.
Turned out really good.
I feel like that kind of changes the approach because now it's like whatever's flowing through you right now is the track.
Yeah, it's just very natural. So
that's what's up. You don't even get a chance to kind of set yourself up in any ways. Now I'm gonna use this as a segue here because you mentioned Ro, you mentioned Asar, Outernet, my man. I want to talk about just how did that start? How did that idea come about? It's dope as hell to just see artists who all are individuals working so well as a collective when you hear them. Because that I feel is probably the hardest part of all of that music is getting you all on that same accord.
Yeah,
but like,
no doubt.
How did that even come about, man?
Man, so what happened was Asar, he was getting a new job and like they had rented him a hotel in the city. And basically, he just invited us through. He was like, "Yo, I want to have some artists come through to the hotel. You know what I'm saying? We could just create, you know." And we were already. Me and Asar have been friends for years, so me and Asar was already good friends. And then I had never met Michael before.
True,
but like I had heard about Michael through Isaiah. Because so
everybody knew something.
Yeah, everybody pretty much knew it. I knew everybody except Michael, but I knew of him.
So this was almost like we was just getting together, and this was supposed to happen. Almost.
So we got together, and I broke it down. I'm like, "Yo, bro, y'all don't understand. Chicago has not had something where all the people who were making noise joined as one unit and moved as one unit." Man. And I'm like, you know how powerful we could be if we really team up and you know, like keep each other's back. Like, bro, we can take this to the moon, you know? So that was kind of my idea from there. And then, so I was like, I'm with it. Michael was like, I'm with it. I think Aaron was there. I don't remember. Aaron was there, and then Aaron texted Isaiah what we was on. And then that was it.
Man, that's what's up, G. To see that many people get together is so cool. And now, like, as far as creating, what's the process for music when you're dealing with that many acts? Like, are you all each recording at the crib, sliding beats over?
Well, it hasn't even really been any, like, group recording recently. It's been a long time.
Yeah, I mean, this was, I believe it was, right before the pandemic was, like, all of
that was when the show happened.
Yeah,
that was great. That was amazing. We're actually trying to do another one.
And that's what I'm saying. So like, it's just even getting that many people's schedules together to get a show off has to be crazy.
Yeah.
So to get these verses, is it like I'm gonna shoot this one over, or for like creating the original Outernet music, was it like everybody was together? Already?
Yeah, we were together. We just have it. It's just hard to get everybody in the same room. You know, everybody on their own accord. You know, so it's definitely kind of tough, but we all be working. Obviously, you know, I got multiple songs with Isaiah.
Definitely, I was about to say, man, the features do go crazy. Yeah. You all do pop up on everybody's stuff.
Oh yeah, of course.
Like, or at least just the love on social media as well. Like you're gonna see everybody rooting for everybody, which is another cool aspect too.
Of course. That's like the bare minimum. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Mug should always be showing love on social media. Like, you feel me? So. Yeah, that's really how it came together, though.
Now, last question, and I ask every person, man, what do you do to keep up with your creativity? I know you mentioned meditation, you mentioned the help books, but creativity is something that I feel we all take care of in our own ways. Like everybody's got their thing that they like to do. What's something that you do, you know, to keep the creativity going?
Really, I just like to constantly have new experiences.
That's what's up.
Try to like change up the paradigm. Because when you get stuck in your ways and you get stuck doing the same things over and over again, you start to become stagnant. So I try to just do little things that are just spice up my life. You know what I'm saying? Spice up my brain. It might even be
like a crazy change of scenery, or just like let's change the whole routine for the day.
Exactly. Just find different ways, like I said, just to change the paradigm, because that's how you stay out of. You know, when you waking up, you're seeing the same things, you're doing the same things, you're just manifesting the same thing over and over again.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, you mentioned that when you were saying like slipping back into those same patterns where it's just like you do the same thing every single day. Like that's going to be your zone of comfort.
Exactly. So really just new experiences, bro. I think that's the biggest thing. I'm not the type of artist that could just sit in the crib all day every day and just make music.
And be like, I could just crank this music out. I don't even need to see the world.
No, I'm gonna get bored as hell, bro. Like, I gotta move around, man. Like,
that's what's up. I mean, hey, your music does have that sound that it just draws from so many different aspects of your personal, where it's like, I see why you do need, that change of paradigm, as you said, that shift of that scenery, just to be like, how am I gonna give you this new music? How am I gonna make these new beats if I ain't gone out and got some inspiration myself?
Exactly, bro. It's just, when I do fun things, be social, etc., like, it all stimulates my creativity. And like I said too, I listen to interviews.
Oh yeah, man. You definitely said that, man. Because I mean, even the Russ comment, you were like, I knew exactly when he said that. It changed it all.
Man, bro, I'm telling you, man.
That's what's
so
up,
Russ
man.
is one of, like I said, he's one of the main dudes I go to. Well, his interviews are amazing. So yeah, definitely Russ interviews too, for sure.
That's what's up, G. Now, hey, man, you got anything up next for them to peep? Any live shows coming up? Any music? Any new music videos? We got a project on the way?
Man, I'm working on the album, but I ain't gonna give y'all no date though. You know how that goes.
Respect.
You feel me?
You gotta let that creativity come out when it does.
Yeah. So we're working on the album. We're getting everything in order right now. So right now, just listen to Freeze though. That's how we put it.
Playing,
you know
man. Make sure you go and check out that challenge too, man. You put the challenge out. Make sure you're checking that out. Should we make that the outro track for the episode as well?
Definitely. Yeah.
The outro track for the episode is gonna be Freeze. So you hearing that playing already, man. Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and tune in next week for another episode of the Miseducation of Music.
Man, appreciate you having me, bro. For sure.
I never let them see me weak or wise, man.